After listening to that mysterious voice in the cave, I was granted a past memory of Zanriel. I had endured Loviatar's 1,000 lashings, and feeling her love and newfound power, Zanriel and I set out on different paths. My purpose was so clear now. Show others the love I had been shown. First would be my gang. I had some success with goblin converts, Uncle Joe, Skipper, Scupwup, and Tar Manoa, but the rest of my gang wasn't as receptive. If I could just speak to our leader Kilgar, I'm sure I could get the gang to follow in my maiden's path. Well, things were said, and now fights are to be had. Arcane Amphitheatre, Episode 16. Loviatar's Love.
Gentlemen, any questions?
Shit. Let's get to it.
You are all in the central chamber of this cave, everyone in brawling distance from each other. First up on the initiative is Aelgar and Winegar, the two hobgoblins that were keeping guard outside Kilgar's room. The two of them clock what is going on and immediately rush into the room. Tar Manoa, you're up.
Yes, my turn. Oh boy, alright. He's shaking, but he knows he has to do it for his goddess. He looks over at Raggax. For Loviatar. And he's going to attack. I believe I was behind Bagbar, so I'm going to do the same thing again.
You are behind both of them.
Gotcha. I'll go for Bagbar, the same one I did before.
Swing at him.
Hit Bagbar in his bag.
Or throw a rock at him. I don't know what you do.
This is with advantage, potentially. Is it? Maybe.
No, you have been spotted.
10.
Shoom! The rock goes flying and hits the wall of the back corner.
And then he's going to bonus action disengage, and he's going to...
You're not in melee range. You're fine.
Oh, am I not? Oh.
No. You're
okay.
throwing rocks at him.
Then I will... Is there a rock I can hide behind, potentially?
There is not a rock, but there is a table that you can hide behind.
Then he's going to run over to the table and slide under, bonus action, hide.
Go ahead and roll the stealth check.
Not bad. That is a 16.
That is enough to hide, but any number would have been enough to hide for now. As you slide underneath the table and shoom, and just waits.
That's my turn.
Raggax, you're up. Uncle Joe, you're on deck.
Raggax is still in this.
Raggax, when he is like in neutral, is like kind of jittery. He's like, whoa. Raggax has gone completely still. His eyes glazed over, dead set on Raggax. He is going to, as if picturing the wounds on his hands that were inflicted by Zanriel, he's going to reach out and cast Inflict Wounds on Raggax.
Go for it.
Let's see if this hits. I think it will, with a 22 to hit.
That will hit. Roll damage.
It is going to be 10 points of necrotic damage.
10 points of necrotic damage as you rush up, dig your claws into him, and he does survive as the necrotic energy immediately pulsates out and begins to eat away at him. But he's alive.
Seeing that he's still alive, he digs his teeth into his gums, draws more blood, and he's going to use Fury of the Small.
Fury of the Small adds 2 points of damage, correct?
That's correct.
Describe to me how you kill.
Yeah.
Nice.
Raggax had essentially put his whole palm on Raggax's face, and as the necrotic energy seeps away his life force, it becomes easier and easier to just squish the head until it pops.
Blood seeping everywhere as you see Raggax's body just crumbles to the floor. Chunks of meat and brain matter scattering across the floor. And you see Jagex, who is next to him, go, "You killed Raggax!"
And Raggax will end his turn.
Uncle Joe, baby, you're up.
Uncle Joe, baby.
Get 'em. Removing my cane from Digbar's stomach, I'm going to brandish it to the side and kind of like flourish it outwards. If anything, Uncle Joe is a man of flourish. You know what I mean. And the spiky barbed edges of the cane are going to point outwards whenever he does this. And now I am going to, as Digbar is reacting to it, I'm going to just rake my cane across, like diagonally across his torso. Let Loviatar's love bless thee, Digbar. That is a 12 plus 4, 16 to hit.
That will hit. Roll damage.
And that is 6 plus 2 for a total of 8 slashing.
Describe to me how you killed Digbar.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start digging in like diagonally across his torso, and I notice that I've met with some resistance, and so I grip my cane with both hands and with a swift cleave just go right directly diagonally across, and it just leaves his upper half just starts sliding off, and then there's just 2 pieces of him remaining.
The meats of both half of the body just slide off, causing this like crunchy yet liquid oozy just slide, and then they both hit the ground.
You're next, dickbag. As he turns to Bagbar.
He is next. As he looks at you, brandishes his scimitar.
Uncle Joe, no.
No, Digbar. We had a ship name. We were Bagbar. And then he's gonna swipe at you.
We were back.
That is a 12 to hit you. As he takes his scimitar and you use your cane and immediately redirect it away from him.
Man, this is queer baiting at its finest.
And with that, it is Hilbar's turn, who is also in the center of the room, and he's gonna rush Raggax. 14.
No.
He pulls out this makeshift club. He just grabs it off the ground, rushes towards you, leaps into the air, and he goes, "I'll kill you for what you've done." And they immediately brings it down, and you sidestep with ease in this just moment of focus and pure rage. Just backstep as it hits the ground.
Raggax's eyes flick towards him.
I didn't mean it. That's his turn. Scupwup, you're up, followed by Skipper.
Well, now you see Scupwup. He just goes and stabs the next Bagbar. So, it did hit the wall of the arena, but it could be funny. Do I take it as a cocked and reroll, or do I take it?
Is it cocked?
It's a nat 1, and it hit the wall at the end. It would have kept rolling, but I mean that's the point of them.
Can you clearly read it's a 1?
Like it stopped. Like it was gonna keep rolling. It hit the wall and then it stopped on a 1.
But it's flat?
Yep.
That's a 1.
No.
However, because you brought it up, roll another d20. Let's see what happens.
Right.
Just cause.
8 plus anything or just?
No, just an 8. I wanted to see if you could roll above a 10 before I hit Trevor. You go ahead and immediately go to stab. You go to stab Bagbar, and Bagbar takes it and immediately redirects it with his own scimitar, and it scrapes off the shoulder of Uncle Joe. Oh, you only take 3 points of damage, Uncle Joe.
Ow! Oh, shit, that feels good.
I was working with rats so I could train myself up to goats. So I never really got much sword practice in.
Scutwup, you just stabbed me. Why are you still talking? Attack.
Skipper!
Pack tactic.
By the end of this campaign, goblins are gonna have
Yeah.
pack tactics.
Oh, why couldn't you be a kobold?
Come on, man.
Sorry,
That'd
guys.
make this encounter so much more fun.
My bad.
Pack tactics everywhere.
Pack tactics everywhere. One D&D, everything better at pack tactics.
Oops, all pack tactics.
Is Bagbar still kicking?
Bagbar is alive.
Come on, mateys, let's bring Bagbar to his salty, watery doom. He's gonna pull out his beautiful pirate scimitar and he's gonna rush in and he's gonna fucking duel. He's gonna do some fun shit. A barrel's gonna come out of nowhere and he's gonna jump over it and he's gonna keep fighting.
I love that he has the ability to spawn in barrels now.
They're gonna move. They're gonna fight on and they're gonna fight on top and under everything in this one round and then end right where they started. He's gonna take a swing with his scimitar.
Make a scimitar attack.
I see the barrel start to kind of like tip forward a little bit, and Uncle Joe like foots it and like make sure that it's stable so it doesn't fall off.
21 to hit.
Hey.
That will hit. Roll damage.
5 slashing.
Bagbar is one tough motherfucker. What you believe to have happened is you ran up to him, you grabbed the rope that Gilgar was using, you swung all the way around, and you go to swing at him, when in reality what happened was you just ran around the back, slashed at his back, and came right back to where you were.
I have a one-way ticket on the Flying Dutchman for you, Bagbar.
That was Digbar's turn. Digbar's dead.
He said that.
Your turn.
It's my turn again. Oh boy, he's gonna roll out from under the table, and he's gonna. Is there like
Autobots.
forks or plates or something on top of the table that I could like reach up and grab?
Yeah.
So he's gonna grab like a plate and frisbee it straight to Bagbar.
So they don't have like generic plates like plastic or glass. They're all rocks.
Oh,
so you
fantastic.
frisbee a makeshift plate rock.
Yes.
Just straight at his head.
Yeah. Dang. That is a.
You have
24.
advantage. You are stealthed. Oh yeah.
Oh wait,
roll
hang on.
damage.
Let me see if I can get that nat 20. Nope. D6. Ooh, that is 8.
Ooh.
Describe to me Bagbar's death.
Nice.
Well, he's going to roll out. He's gonna grab onto the plate, give it a little kiss for our goddess, and then he's going to throw it. He's gonna do like a little twist and turn, both hands on the plate as he lets go, straight to Bagbar.
You do the Olympic like spinning. Oh god, what is it called? Where they just
I know.
spin
I'm
around?
trying to think of the name.
Discus throw?
Discus.
Discus? Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the discus throw.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
All the way back from the Greeks, man.
You throw it, and Bagbar is engaged in a watery, seafaring combat with Skipper. And Skipper, you go ahead, you like bat away his scimitar, and just as you were about to land the killing blow on this lad, there is a stone dish that caves in the back of his head and comes out the eyes. Just he is dead.
The kid's a natural.
I did it. And then he's gonna roll back under the table in the bonus section hide.
Oh yeah.
Raggax, you're up.
Who's the one that just tried to attack Raggax?
Hilgar. You currently have Hilgar directly next to you, along with Jagex. Everyone else, the other 4 of you that were fighting, the 3 of them, all 3 are now dead in front of you. All that's left in this room is Hilgar and Jagex.
All right. Raggax is going to, as his eyes flick to him, he will take out one of his just crudely made knives that he keeps on him, and he will make an attack at him.
Make the attack roll.
That was a 18 to hit.
18 will hit. Roll damage.
All right. That is going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
7, he is still alive, but he is not happy.
Raggax once again, just, you can almost see the red veins in his eyes pop a little, and he will use Fury of the Small. Or I guess I can't, because is he the same size as me?
All of these guys are the same size as you.
Ew.
These are all goblins. Oh, so
I
I
guess
wouldn't have counted the other time. It's okay, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
You felt smaller in that situation.
I did.
True.
Yeah. Raggax will bonus action. No, Raggax isn't in a clear state of mind. He just is. He's gonna stay in his place. He is actually walking towards Kilgar's room.
So you're gonna leave the melee distance of this guy?
Yes, he can. Raggax is not.
He tried. You stab him with the dagger, and then immediately, almost in this haze, pull the dagger back out and just turn and begin walking towards the wooden door on the back of this cavern.
And that'll be his turn.
You feel Hilbar take his scimitar and go to stab you, and he just misses as you take the dagger and immediately bat it away without looking at him. Uncle Joe, you're up.
Is Hilbar the one that just took damage from Raggax?
He is.
Okay, I am like Yoda from from Attack of the Clones. I am going to do I'm going to start walking towards him with my cane and just I'm just kidding. I'm going to run and then do a high jump off of a nearby rock and then come crashing down with the bottom of the cane pointed at him and try and land and skewer him as I hit the ground.
Make the attack roll.
That's a 3.
You skewer nothing as he's going to get up, and there is this unholy old goblin screech that gives you away just before, and you backstep. You watch Hilgar backstep, and your cane sword hits the stone floor and just bounces right off.
Okay. How much movement would you say I have left?
We'll call it 10 feet.
10 feet. I'm going to bonus action disengage and then wind back up to do it again, baby.
Very well, Uncle Joe. It's Hilbar's turn as he looks at you and then looks at Raggax, looks at you, looks at Raggax, and he goes, I've always wanted to kill you, old man, and he's gonna rush you.
This is a long-seated rivalry they have.
Apparently.
17 to hit you.
17 hits.
Oh no.
6 points of piercing
6
damage
points of
as he
damage.
stabs you.
So I've taken 9 total. Goblins have 2d6 hit points.
You could use the average. Use 15.
Oh, I have 15.
Yeah.
15?
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys have 2d6, right?
Yeah, so that the average of that is 7.
It would be 7.
I was gonna say I didn't know if we were doing 7 or if we're
Do
doing.
you want me to roll to see if I'm still up?
Roll to see if you're still up. If you get below 7, we'll count it. Everyone has a flat 10.
Okay.
That's a 1, but we reroll ones for hit die.
One time.
That's a 1.
Okay. It's a flat 10 to everybody.
That's a flat 10 to everybody. Okay, I'm standing on 1 HP.
What a
He's
guy.
standing on business, though.
Me time as a sailor has given me a hearty constitution.
He gets 11.
I get 11.
You
That's
get
what I
11.
just did.
You get 11.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I thought.
does.
That's what I fucking thought.
Scupwup, you're up.
After hearing that, Scupwup decides to stab fucking little Skipper. but at the last moment before he's about to start moving. Oh, another time after these. And he keeps. Who else is left?
There is Hilgar that is looking real rough for wears up against our good friend Uncle Joe, and there is also Jagex that is still in the middle of the room, and he's got his eyes set on Raggax.
I'll go after Jagex, and I'm assuming, like, I'll try to do the thing where I come up behind him again and try to stab him.
You can give me a bonus action hide if you want.
Nah. I got a 15 plus.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna hit. Roll damage.
So then that was a 7.
Jagex was the least constitutional of all the goblins.
Oh.
Describe to me how you slaughter him.
Nice.
He, after missing the last 3 attacks, I think, actually, he doesn't have all the confidence in himself as he's walking towards him, but he knows what he's got to do. And in that moment, he's like, fuck it. And he goes and stabs. Goes for the kidneys again, because he knows that it hurts there for sure. Because he's not confident in himself, he just does a plunge into, and nothing really too special with it.
You sort of just sadly saunter over to him without confidence. You're gonna miss again. And you see Jagex slowly getting up, eyeing Raggax, and you see him bend down at the very moment you go to stab him in the kidneys. He drops to one knee into a sprinter's position as the blade goes straight through his heart.
Ooh.
Oh. Well, I actually can't believe I hit that.
At the end of your turn, Scupwup.
The most introspective goblin of us all.
Introspective
I know.
Scupwup
He is
right now.
also,
Big brain.
as you are like stabbing him, he is still dying.
Yeah. He's going to lean forward with, like, all the confidence as quickly as it left him, it comes flooding back into
Yeah, it
him.
does.
He leans forward, gets in the ear of Jagex. Oh, you're walking the plank, mate.
Oh, matey,
It's spreading.
that he is.
It's spreading.
And he pulls it out.
There is this look of horror as his head just immediately goes back. Not you, Carl. And then he dies as you seamlessly pull the blade out.
The plank.
I can't believe I said that. And that'll be it.
Skipper,
Who's left? Who's left?
just Hillbar in this room.
Hillbar, you hear that, matey? It's the siren's call, and he's gonna run over there and he's gonna attack him with the scimitar.
He is running after Uncle Joe.
I'm gonna stop him. I'm gonna do a good old pirate drop kick.
Okay, roll to hit him.
All that.
Oh, somebody help me. I'm on my last
What
breath.
makes it a pirate drop kick? Do you just say yar as you're flying through
Does he
the
have
air?
a peg leg is the real question to skewer him with?
You do say yar. Skipper's not cool enough to have a peg leg. No, pirate drop kick is you say yar and you put your sword in between your legs, and so the blade is like goes
Holy
first.
shit.
That's cool.
So that's what that is.
That's pretty cool.
I rolled a dirty 20.
He has 1 HP, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Skipper. I'm sorry, Captain Skipper.
Captain.
Describe to me how you kill this man with a
I'm
pirate
little,
dropkick.
I'm little Skipper no longer. He runs. He's running. He jumps, and as he jumps, he puts the blade in between his legs, and he clenches, and then he just skewers. He skewers the beast as if he were hunting whales, as if he cast a harpoon right in between the
What a
eyes.
hail of harpoons!
Curse you, Hillbar!
I hereby vow,
You leap off the same rock that Uncle Joe was leaping from. Put the blade between your legs and immediately skewer Hillbar as it and the two of you hit the ground. Hillbar is dead, skewered.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
I only have 3 loves in me life. Uncle Joe for raising me. The sea for mothering me. And Loviatar for showing me the way.
Holy shit.
Is that the end of your turn, Skipper?
Aye, tis.
I can't.
With that, it is now Aelgar and Winegar's turn.
Oh.
As they both bust through Kilgar's room door.
Oh no.
Immediately rushing in, the 2 hobgoblins, blades in hand, look at you, Raggax. We always knew you were fuck you, Brennen.
I always knew you were.
A lot of goblins sound like pirates.
He stopped mid-sentence.
They just do. They just do.
Crazy. Oh my god.
The great character just for the dig.
Not my fault.
Fuck you, Brennan. Oh my god. That was real. That was vitriolic.
That was aggressive. Oh my.
Whatever hobgoblin voice I practiced for a week, got up the window and
Staring at himself in the mirror. You are Aelgar. You are Aelgar. Nope. Now he's
It's not gonna
Yargar.
work anymore.
Now he's a fucking pirate.
Now he's Rumgar.
Aelgar is now Rum. I've always preferred Rumgar. Aelgar.
You see, the 2 of them look at you. I didn't have a fucking vocal
he's
return
gone.
either.
We've lost it. We've lost it.
We got Rumgar and Groggar.
But where's the Rumgar?
Holy shit. You have broken him, Brennan. He is gone.
I think we can end here.
That's where we'll end tonight's session.
Aelgar looks at you, Raggax, and whatever comes out of this point is what Aelgar is.
He's giving up. They're mute.
Aelgar just says
Decided.
whatever Aelgar says.
We always
Remember your
hated you,
training.
Raggax. We really did. You're Loviatar with a hail of harpoons.
I'd cast you out
playing
to
Uno.
I'd cast you all out to sea if we were near it.
Kilgar was going to feed you to Ramgar. And they both pull out their blades. Your Loviatar fanfare ends here. And they're both going to swing at you. They each have a longsword. First attack, 11.
No.
Second attack, 11.
Get that out of here.
The 2 of them bring their longswords around in this heavy swing, and immediately you with your tiny dagger just deflect them both. Ding! Ding! That is their turn as they both look at each other and then look back into the room. Tar, it is your turn.
So there's 2 big ol' hobgoblins, you said, attacking my friend Raggax?
Yes, there are.
That's not cool. I'm going to slide out of the table, and I'm just gonna kind of lizard crawl my way to try and get to Raggax stealth-like. And can I find another rock that I can chuck at them?
Absolutely. Give me another stealth check.
All right, a stealth check, of course. What is that?
Oh no. A 10.
Well, they both rolled below a 10 naturally.
Oh.
And their perception would be at highest a 9.
Ah.
They do not see you as you hide
Yes.
behind a rock
Perfect.
directly to Raggax's right.
And right before I throw it, I see my friend Raggax is in trouble. No, I can't hide anymore. And I'm going to vault over the rock and bring it down straight to one of their heads.
Roll to hit with advantage.
What was that? A 17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
Oh, no.
As the two hobgoblins, these tall, medium-sized, humanoid, red-skinned goblins with actual armor, immediately look at you, take the rock you have, trying to drive it into their head, and bat you away.
For Loviatar. And I'm just gonna stand there.
Raggax, baby, you're up for Loviatar.
I'm assuming they're standing in front of him, like trying to block his way into this room.
Yes, they're both like side by side, blocking the entryway to the door.
Raggax, again, he takes his dagger, he cuts his hand, and he, again, places his hand upon, was it Winegar?
Winegar and Aelgar.
Winegar and Aelgar. He will cast Inflict Wounds on Winegar. Ooh, 22 to hit.
22 will hit. Roll damage.
It's going to be 18 points of necrotic damage.
Describe to me how you kill Winegar.
What you'll see is Raggax with his bloodied hand. He grabs Winegar's shin. He spreads the necrotic energy until his shin gives out, so he falls down. Raggax then takes his hand, places it on his neck, so he can't breathe. He's struggling to breathe as this necrotic energy seeps away at his vocal cords and his trachea, and then he just looks him in the eye, wide-eyed. There is nothing there anymore, and he sticks 2 fingers into Winegar's eyes, basically turns his brain into gush.
His shin gives out. You hear this like necrotic crack as it, and he hits the ground. Loviatar is a false. And just as he's about to shout the next word, your fingers dive or get driven directly into his eyes, and there is just black that spreads from the eye socket through the veins of his face, and you can all hear what is essentially an implosion inside his skull as his brain turns into mush and just and pops.
Raggax continues moving forward. He doesn't care if anyone takes an attack at him.
Well, Aelgar is going to take an attack on you.
Yep.
That is a modded 20.
That will hit.
Finally, I land a hit. Oh, that's a lot of damage. 10 points of slashing damage.
That hurts.
You step into the room. Another small cave. And you see Kilgar. Another hobgoblin, tall, wearing this makeshift steel armor that's been scavenged from various different adventuring parties that you guys have slaughtered. And you've never seen Ramgar before. Ramgar towers above Kilgar as this hideous, completely naked beast with this rough, pale-like skin, this long neck full of muscle as it opens up its mouth, revealing 2 massive fangs, a pushed-in nose trying to creep its way back into its face, these whitish red eyes. There is an ogre with a massive great club in his hand.
Holy shit!
Oh no!
Oh, fuck!
Are you kidding me?
Oh no! I surrender. No, joking.
Teach him about Loviatar, and
This be looking dire,
he'll love us.
but we sail together.
Uncle Joe, baby. Unless Raggax wants a bonus action, it's your turn.
Nope.
As soon as Skipper said,
Skipper.
"This may be dire, but we going down together." Uncle Joe is going to clasp Skipper's arm, and as he gets up, turns towards Aelgar and starts just walking towards him. "Gentlemen, we need to defend Raggax." And as he's walking towards him, he starts ripping off his garb,
Oh yeah.
revealing that Uncle Joe is this swole, jacked goblin. and on his arm is it's not a tattoo because those don't exist in this cave, but likely someone from the group, probably Skipper, has gone through and etched into Uncle Joe's arm "I heart Loviatar" with a heart that kind of surrounds it with an anchor.
God, I
All
love
he knows
that
how
they're
to
so
do.
gung ho about it, but they're missing the point.
Yeah, no, they do not understand.
No.
They don't get it.
They just
At
use it
least
as an
they're
excuse
trying.
to be violent.
These are the 4 examples of what should happen if a goblin is taught about Loviatar. If anything, we are proving that Raggax is special.
I'm gonna keep walking forward, crack my neck, roll my shoulders backwards. "Hey, mister. When I'm done with you, you gonna be screaming my name." And I'm going to unarmed
You tell him,
attack,
Joe.
and I'm gonna punch him in the nads.
So I will say, with your movement, you're not going to be able to get to Kilgar, but you can get to Aelgar.
Yeah, I want to get to Aelgar.
Okay, yeah. Make the attack roll.
Get him.
That's a natural one.
Oh no.
Well, it's only fair. Roll another
Roll
D.
another
Actually, you know what?
D20.
How old would you say Uncle Joe is?
How old do goblins typically live?
60
till?
is their old age.
60
from what
is
I
their
saw.
old
60?
age.
Goblin lifestyle does not get you to 60.
Yeah, goblins don't necessarily have an old age mark, as many of them die
Yeah.
Yep.
before.
I would say that Uncle Joe is the speed limit of 55.
Uncle Joe, you have exerted enough blood pressure today to kill a human man, and you are half the size of a male human. Roll that D100, baby.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
No.
Uncle Joe's last stand.
Oh, that
Come
was
on,
so
Trevor.
close.
Hold up, before you give me the number, I have texted Easton a number. Only because Easton was first on my text list.
Oh boy.
If you roll that number or below, you are having a heart attack.
Oh,
What is the number?
I'm having that fucking heart attack, man. Okay, so with the D100, you know how there is, you know how you have to roll 100, you have to roll 3 zeros?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first die is 2 zeros.
Okay,
Nice.
great.
So
Nice,
I
great.
got a 1 in 10 chance of
come on, baby.
of having this fucking of surviving this heart attack.
Come on,
Okay.
baby.
There's 2 numbers that's right next to the 0 on my die. There's a 6, and then there's a number that I did roll, which was an 8.
Easton, please tell me what the number I texted you was.
No way.
It was a 17.
Uncle Joe, describe to me your heart attack.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes.
He does this little monologue to himself, and then if you've seen Hunter x Hunter, he kind of like clasps his fist into his hand and like starts kind of like pulling it back a little bit as if it's gonna build up some power. And he's like, And then as soon as he hits a crescendo, he croaks and just falls straight forward.
Oh my
You all
god.
hear the screaming of him powering up. Aelgar, blade in hand, ready to kill you. And you just drop to a knee and hit the ground. You are unconscious with your 1 HP and a heart attack. I'm going to count this as death saving throws here.
Okay, so he's not actually dead. Good.
He's not dead. If another goblin would wish to attempt, every goblin here is trained in goblin CPR.
Oh, of course.
Of
We're
course.
all goblin,
punch the
we're all
shit out
goblin
of this
CPR
shit.
certified.
So if someone would like to resuscitate the old man or attempt to, you can roll a medicine check with your like a normal action. However, yeah, that's your turn, Uncle Joe.
Great. Lovely. Wonderful. Thank you. I couldn't ask for anything better.
It is Kilgar's turn. As you see, Kilgar pulls out what is a silvered scimitar that once again was taken from another adventuring party, and he looks at you, Raggax. Well, I've had just about enough of your damn little Loviatar speeching. You can't be no fucking goblin. Just fucking killing, but not killing. You wanna feel pain? Raggax, is that what you want?
Raggax is not reacting. He is just... All there is the soft pitter-patter of blood falling off of him.
Okay, don't fucking answer me, you fucking runt. I've never seen a small fucking goblin in my life as small as you.
Raggax lifts up his dagger and just points it at him.
He turns to Ramgar. Honey, go kill his friends.
Honey!
Whoa.
Ugh.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Honey,
Hell yeah.
go kill his
It
friends.
is Kilgar's turn, and they're going to rush you, and they do have 2 attacks. The first attack is a 23.
That'll hit.
6 points of slashing damage, and then he's going to make a second attack at disadvantage.
Okay.
Damn, okay. That's a natural 20,
Oh, shit.
followed by a
Fuck.
4.
Oh, thank God.
So the second attack, immediately you deflect backwards. Shing!
Pack tactics.
Back
Yeah,
at this-
dug it.
In his dying breath, Uncle Joe will silvery barbs the natural 20.
Yeah, you will.
You gotta
He
get
gained
it.
the level of wizard right before he died.
Scupwap!
So I see the ogre, right?
The ogre has not moved yet. It has not taken a turn. But you can see in the room, and you can see the large towering ogre. They are away from you, and Aelgar is still in the doorway with Uncle Joe having a heart attack.
I bet you never thought you would have to describe that in D&D.
Uncle Joe had a heart attack.
Uncle Joe is having a heart attack.
Well, I guess it's now or never. And he's gonna charge. And
Go
swing
charge
it.
Aelgar.
Swing it. Yeah.
Get him.
Or never. He takes out his shotgun.
Off the high that he just finally hit something, and
Not you two.
I hit an 8.
I'm going to say, off the high you are riding from that attack, I will give you advantage.
Nice. Get him. Roll that 20.
Okay, that one is.
If you roll
17.
lower, you have a heart attack too. 17 total?
Yeah.
17 will not hit as you rush him, and he also deflects the dagger, and he goes, "You pitiful little goblin."
Oh, sorry. And he's gonna disengage and then like try to
Move back.
start moving
Move
away.
back another 10 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Skipper.
Skipper's going to find a rope that is hanging just perfectly from the ceiling of the cave, and he's going to swing, and he's going to land next to Aelgar. Matey, your name always disgusted me. You should have been named Rumgar. And he's going to attack.
Brennen has found comedy gold with this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
Anything
he found
he says
comedy
is so funny to
gold.
me.
But he found inability to swing a scimitar. He's met his match. It's only gonna be a 9.
Nope.
God, this guy's.
Immediately, you find the rope that is swinging from the ceiling, perfectly placed. Another one of Gilgar's perfect trap placements. And what do? Swing, screaming, as Ealgar just cuts the rope, and you hit the ground, boom, right next to him.
Not used to fighting men bigger than me. All right.
That's the
We're
reference.
only fighting people that are bigger than us. What are you talking about?
He only fought crabs on the beach.
I only got crabs. Skipper's like, see you later, and he's gonna smack an empty bottle of rum against Ealgar's head and then run away.
You smack the empty bottle to disengage, and you run back another 10 feet away. With that, it is Ramgar's turn.
Oh, big
As
mama.
Ramgar,
Big boy.
boom. First, I think I'll have a snack. And they are going to reach down, walk out the door, squeeze out the door, really. Reach down and grab Uncle Joe by the chest.
Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe!
And he turns to Raggax. Was he your friend? As he takes a bite onto Uncle Joe's head and rips his neck off.
Oh,
And immediately starts chewing his skull like bubblegum.
Oh.
Goodbye, Uncle Joe.
Goodbye, Uncle Joe. It was a pleasure.
Me father! Now I am an orphan truly.
Oh, not Uncle Joe.
Ramgar! Well,
With that, I can
Holy
I can
shit.
strike Uncle Joe from the list here. That guy's dead. It is Ealgar's turn.
I'm right there. I did not move.
He did not move, so he's gonna take a swing at you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
That is a 14.
Oh, nope. I'm just gonna scoot right by it.
You see him go in, and he takes a wide swipe to cut off your head, and you just and you duck underneath it. Your like the leather clothing you have stays up in the air, and just shoom, he swings right past it.
Miss.
It's your turn.
Oh, perfect. And then, since I'm on the ground, I have a rock, I assume, right next to me, and I grab onto it, and I'm gonna go for an uppercut straight to the jaw with the rock and go bring it right up to him.
By all means, make the attack.
Please. Oh.
No advantage or anything, maybe? No?
How are you feeling in this moment after seeing Uncle Joe?
I mean, I feel like a good friend of mine just died. I'm feeling pretty angry.
I would say
my
a
pain has
mentor.
grown immensely because of the loss of a friend.
Roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
No.
A lot of D100s this session.
Let's see. 3 and D100.
Uncle Joe, I don't feel so good.
That is a 33.
33 was actually the number I came up with on the dot.
Wow.
I will
So what does
give
that
you
mean?
advantage as you think back to Raggax's teachings.
Yeah,
You don't quite understand it,
not really at all.
but you're scared. And
yeah.
scare is fear.
I'm pretty scared.
And fear is pain. And pain is good. Pain is love.
Raggax
Go ahead and
believes in
cast
me.
inflict wounds.
Pain is life.
Do it.
At a +6.
+6, 19 to hit.
18 is his AC. Roll damage.
All
And I
right.
believe it is 3d8.
Oh, it's a D. Oh, inflict wounds.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is 3d10.
3d10? Dang. As that happens, a little bit of snot kind of drips onto the rock as necrotic energy begins to surround it. Oh, and a 10, so 23.
Describe to me how you use this rock to kill Aelgar.
He's going to duck, grab that rock, looking up at Uncle Joe, still in the hands of Ramgar, blood dripping.
Pain. I know what pain is now.
And a little bit of snot drips from the rock, his nose onto the rock as it kind of begins to boil, not just the rock, but his hand as well, as necrotic energy surrounds him, going down his arm, and as he brings it uppercut to the face, to the jaw, it stays in place, the rock, as he lets go. And then necrotic energy begins to surround as it sticks in place on his head.
In your moment, that snot boils the rock, immediately casting it into this necrotic infusion as you use your rage, your pain, your newfound connection with your goddess, and you uppercut the fuck out of Aelgar not just necrotic energy. You see his neck immediately begin to get ripped up, and there are strands of black magic that pull it, and it immediately erupts, and the head goes soaring into the ceiling as it, boom, hits it and explodes.
I did it. Yes.
That's my turn.
It is Kilgar's turn. Oh, I'm sorry, it is Raggax's turn.
Raggax, the turn before, had taken damage from... Was it directly from Kilgar, or was it Raggax still dagger pointed? He will cast Cure Wounds, as if the damage he just inflicted, like you could visually see the wounds just close as his dagger is still pointed at him. And he's gonna regain, let's see here, he's gonna regain 13 points of healing.
You focus back in on your teaching, watching Zanriel and how his wounds begin to close. You take a breath in, channeling the same exact energy as your wounds also begin to completely heal.
And then he will bonus action. Is there a good place to hide in the room?
There's the bed. There are a couple barrels off to the side, so you can get out of sight with it, but there isn't any place that Kilgar isn't going to see you run.
So I can't take the hide action?
You can hide, but they go immediately after you. And you can stay out of sight, but they're going to be able to see you run.
Okay.
Actually, if you want to, go ahead and I'll let you take the hide action.
Okay. Raggax will take the hide action and do nimble escape.
You go ahead, you use that moment as Kilgar looks at you in shock. They are going to take an attack of opportunity at you.
Okay.
That's a 9, so that's not going to hit. As they swing down, and you use them swinging their blade down, and you hold their blade in place as you run around and hide behind the bed, knowing that they did not see you.
And that'll be Raggax's turn.
Give me a stealth check.
That is going to be a not natural 20.
As you hide behind the bed, it is Kilgar's turn, and you see him go, "Oi, come out wherever you are, Raggax." And they're going to use their action to look for you as they walk into the middle of the room. That is a modded 20, as it was their action. So you see them immediately put their head on the floor to the side and see you hiding underneath the bed. "I see you, you runt." And they're going to use the rest of their movement to get up right behind you.
Okay.
That'll be their turn.
All right.
Scupwup, you're up. Skipper, you're next.
Scupwup is gonna see Uncle Joe getting just maunched on. And he is just going to
Maunched on.
book it out of the cave as fast as he can.
You were never a true believer. I always knew it.
Wild.
Is that your action to dash?
Yeah.
A dastardly deserter! I'll string you up if I ever find you!
That's what you hear exiting the cave. It echoes. And with 60 feet of movement, you get right outside the cave. You are outside. You are in the sun. It is blazing hot. But you are on the sands. You are out of there.
He hits the sands and he like looks both ways and then like does the take, and then that's his turn.
Skipper, this traitorous goblin just willingly jumped off the starboard side. He abandoned ship. He was no captain.
No, not worthy to be in me crew.
What do you do?
I'm furious. Ramgar made me an orphan true. I was going right after him. I run my little self. I fight another rope. I swing. I go for another goblin chop kick. Another goblin pirate chop kick.
Go for it. Make the attack
Oh
roll.
my god.
Okay, back to rolling a little better. It's 21.
Ramgar does not have a high AC. That does hit. There is no more rope left, but you still leap into the sky, and you grab what you thought was a rope, but instead have manifested this necrotic barbed chain of Loviatar that swings it in, and as you drop kick him, you also cast Inflict Wounds.
Yeah. Get him.
Oh, the Loviatar has blessed me this day. She wishes to see these salty sea dogs brought to their knees.
All it took for them to unlock their powers is to see the old Conjure die.
You know, it's the
Get eaten
classic.
by an ogre.
It's the classic thing. Someone has to die for everyone
Yep.
else
Power
to
up.
unlock their power.
Yep.
It's the death
It just-
power up.
I'm sorry, it had to be Uncle Joe. I didn't know who it was gonna be.
Oh, it had to be Uncle Joe.
Poor Uncle Joe.
Scupwup stabbed Uncle Joe, saw him get eaten, and just dipped.
He didn't
Yep.
stab him on
He
purpose.
said, not my party.
Nope. I'm out.
25. I rolled really
Jesus.
Nice.
Oh.
You put your scimitar right between your legs, and you swing on the barbed chains of Loviatar, and you stab Ramgar right between their meaty breasts.
Meaty.
good. Loviatar. If I survive this, I'll fly under your flag. I'll sail under your flag.
And you are caught completely lateral inside their chest cavity, essentially.
Gosh.
It is their turn.
Oh no.
My beast of tame.
You see them raise the great club and go, Ramgar, decide you're next.
I fought the Kraken, Ramgar. You're nothing.
You know what? In honor of all of this, I decided to roll my Kraken die.
Yay.
And I shit you not, I rolled the Kraken,
Oh,
which is a natural 20.
Dastardly of sea creatures.
I am so sorry, Brennan.
It's okay. Got a
There
skipper.
goes my hero.
Okay. 5 plus 2 for 7, plus 4 for 11, times 2 for 22 points of damage.
Yeah, that's double. That is double.
We're far past double. Wait, you said how much is it?
22.
10.
That
Is
is
the-
exactly double.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
gave me 11.
Because it's
yeah,
11, I forgot.
I have a Hearty Constitution. My max HP is 11.
That's perfect.
So, very poetic.
Aye, Captain Skipper, you fought to your last, but in your eyes you saw the massive anchor that this beast of the sea wields. As it takes his steel anchor, his great club, spins it in the air, and with one fell swoop, drives it into your chest cavity as you hit the ground, and with an explosion of watery passion, blood, and meat, you hit the sea and meet your doom.
The
You
floor.
are home in the depths of Davy Jones' locker.
the cave.
Splattered everywhere.
I look at Raggax with my dying breath and say, "Take me to the sea."
That's not gonna happen.
I knew it wouldn't.
Yarg.
Rest in peace, Captain Skipper.
Take me to the sea is crazy.
Skipper, dead. Tar.
All of my friends have either abandoned me or died in front of my very eyes. I've never felt pain like this before. But I have to continue on for my goddess and for my bestest friend Raggax.
And I'm going to grab the broken bottle that Captain Skipper broke over the head of one of the guards. I look down at it.
Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum.
Not you
And I'm
too.
going to climb up the ogre's legs, and I'm going to go up, if I can, to the eyes of it and try and gouge him out if I can.
Make an attack roll. You are stealthed. You do have advantage.
Oh, good. Please be a nat 20. That would be crazy. Nope. That is going to be a 26.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How did you-
It's a plus 6,
how did
right?
you get-
Or wait, hang on. What is it, a
Yeah,
plus 2?
I mean,
I rolled a 17.
You hit.
This is a D-stit, 6. Wow. I rolled 24. I rolled a 6, so that's 8.
You stab him in the eye as Ramgar goes, "Ooh, Ramgar now one eye, Ramgar." And he looks back down at Skipper for half a second. No. And he just takes you and immediately tosses you off him. Or he tosses you onto the ground in front of him, I should say.
Just on my back. I just look up at him. Do your worst.
And that's my turn. I'm gonna stay down there.
Raggax, it's your turn.
Raggax will, since he knows Kilgar's right behind him, he takes his crude knife, and I'm assuming Kilgar is much larger than Raggax. Raggax will take his knife, jam it into the kneecap of Kilgar, and cast Inflict Wounds.
You go to jab it into his kneecaps, and you also feel Loviatar's embrace as you watch your friends perish around you. This tunnel vision of pain as the blood boils inside you. There is this warmth. There is this hug. Almost as if your very essence is whispering, "It will be okay. I still love you." You have advantage on every attack for the rest of the session.
Nice.
You will not believe this. First roll was a 1. Second roll was a nat fucking 20.
Let's go.
Please roll damage.
Here we go. That is going to be 19 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh.
So doubled.
19 would be 38 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Describe to me how Kilgar perishes in this moment.
Well, I will say, Raggax is not trying to kill. Raggax, as soon as he sees, consciousness leave his body, he spares the dying him, and he will make his way back out into the main area. He's not done with Kilgar.
You stab Kilgar, the necrotic energy immediately going up his body, and you just see him about to say something, and there's this black foam that retches itself out of his mouth, and you just see him almost freeze in place. As you step out, and you meet the backside of Ramgar, and you see Portar on the ground. Your other friends dead, and Scupwup gone.
Raggax looks at their dead bodies. His eyes focus on Ramgar. And that'll be his turn.
Scupwup, it is your turn.
He looks both ways, feels the heat from the sun. He turns back to the cave, turns back towards the desert, and continues.
You run back through the desert, running out of the cave as quick as you can. You are out of combat, Scuppler.
Oh, wow.
You did it.
And then a giant vulture swings down and scoops you up and takes it back to its nest.
Yeah.
He has to die.
Wants a snack.
Scupwhoop's gonna get his happy ending, goddammit.
It is Ramgar's turn. As Ramgar looks at Tar, and it's going to take his great club and slam it down on you. That is a 16 to hit you.
Oh, that hits. And you're gonna hear right before it happens,
My name used to be Minoa, but after meeting Raggax and learning about Loviatar, I am forever with her as Tar.
Raggax, you don't see it happen. It was so quick. All you hear are Tar's bones begin to crunch and shatter as the great club, boom! And there's a screech of pain as you take 16 points of damage and are knocked. You are unconscious in this moment.
oh, I'm not dead. Oh, fun.
Ramgar looks up, looks at you, Raggax, looks at Kilgar. My love! And then he just sets his gaze to you. I'll take what's left of you. Tar, a death saving throw.
7.
Failure. Raggax, your turn.
Raggax looks at Ramgar and says,
Take one long look at him. It's gonna be the last thing you see.
and he will cast Guiding Bolt. Or actually, Raggax will cast Zapping Sting. So that is a Constitution save.
That's a 13.
That will not succeed. So you're going to take 1d4 necrotic damage. Let me roll that for you. It's going to be 4 necrotic. Ramgar's going to fall prone, but here's what we're going to do. Raggax will use Fury of the Small to add 2 necrotic to that attack. That is... that's his turn.
You see him hit the ground, boom! And he slowly gets back up. And as he is getting up, he realizes he's not gonna have the time to get to you. And he goes, fine. And he grabs Tar. Grabs him by the waist. Grabs him by the shoulders. I'll take him myself. And he begins to pull and slowly rip Tar apart as the muscles pop. And he just slowly licks both halves of the blood seeping down. Delicious. And that's his turn. You are up, Raggax.
Raggax just slowly makes his way to the fallen Ramgar. And he just makes an attack with his dagger. That will be a 18 to hit.
18 will hit. Roll damage.
This is going to be 5 piercing damage, but I will also be using my Channel Divinity to do Touch of Death. Which, let me find the description here. When you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can spend Channel Divinity to use Channel Divinity use to deal an extra 13 points of necrotic damage.
That will be a total of 18, which is how much HP Ramgar had left.
Oh,
Wow.
Describe to me how he dies.
get him.
That's my leader.
It isn't explosive. When Raggax attacks, sometimes it's uncontrolled. It's expedient. It's sloppy. Raggax slowly and methodically pushes his dagger into her scalp. And then he just watches her and lets the necrotic energy slowly finish him off, sorry.
It's swift. It is quiet. You simply step forward and you drive the blade into the back of Ramgar's skull. And you don't say anything. It is a very swift incision as you just and Ramgar goes to scream and nothing comes out. They don't even groan in pain. You slowly watch the black energy completely envelop the yellowish skin as their skull turns to pitch black before seeping and completely covering up the entirety of the top of its head before the ogre finally succumbs to death. It's just you. Just you in this cave.
Raggax looks at the headless corpse of Uncle Joe. He looks at the mangled corpse of Captain Skipper. He looks at the corpse of the promising tar. Scupwup's nowhere to be found. He can only assume that he died. Raggax walks back into Kilgar's room. He finds some rope, ties him to a bedpost. With all his whatever might he has left, he tries to get a large rock and he places it on his leg, pinning him to the floor.
You take some rocks, you take some rope, pin him down. You still see the foam, the black foam seeping its way out of his mouth. And you slowly wake him up as he just
Hey, how you doing? No, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to talk right now. Here, you might need this for the foreseeable future.
Raggax will spend his one and only second level spell slot and cast Cure Wounds on him.
You cast Cure Wounds on him, and immediately the wounds begin to heal. You fucking monster.
No, I'm not a monster. I'm a messenger. Now, whether you can accept the message is up to you. If not, well, then I can be your monster. So what's it gonna be?
What kind of sick, demented messenger of a false goddess are you?
That was a yes or no question. I'm gonna take this as a no.
At this, Raggax peels off the fingernail.
We only serve Maglabiat, Raggax.
Goblins do,
Raggax bites his lip.
I'm not a goblin.
Then what the fuck are you?
I am something different. I am something special. And it took Loviatar to make me see that. I'll ask again. Do you accept her love? Yes or no?
You can take
your Loviatar passion and shove it straight up your ass.
That's the wrong answer. Is there a fire going in this room?
There is not.
Okay. Raggax will... He'll cast Sacred Flame on the puncture wound in his kneecap.
It immediately ignites.
You know, this is kind of my first communion, if you want to call it that. Do you accept?
No.
Zanriel said I couldn't win them all. I think you're one of those people. Do you have any last words?
Fuck you.
Raggax leaves the room. He grabs Uncle Joe's walking stick. He grabs little Skipper's cutlass, or I guess scimitar.
It's a cutlass. I called it a scimitar.
It's a cutlass. It's gotta be a cutlass.
It's gotta be a cutlass.
He grabs. He notices like a handful of stones by Tar.
His bag of rocks.
I don't have anything for Scupwup.
Well, he took all his stuff with him. He dropped his wallet with like a shit ton of gold in it. His ID and his keys.
Raggax will bring all these options back into the room. All right. I want you to pick a number between 1 through 3.
You see him at this point, in pain and suffering, yet defiant, as all goblins are.
Mm-hmm.
He just looks at you.
All right. I mean, I can choose for you. That's no problem. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch. I don't know how the rest of this phrase goes. We'll do Little Skipper. Do you have any words for Little Skipper? And he grabs the cutlass.
He spits at you.
Well, here we go. And he saws off his unaffected kneecap. It's like he is grinding at the bone, and he just is trying to take this shin off, or this kneecap off.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay. That'll be a 15.
You take the cutlass and drive it straight through, but also with your brute strength. And this haze that you're in also cleave his right leg completely off from the kneecap. Just
all right. 1 or 2. I'm gonna make the choice for you. It's gonna be 2. And Raggax will grab the stones. So he cut off Kilgar's leg. He shoves these nasty these nasty snot covered stones into his open wound.
they're still seeping with that necrotic energy as it goes straight into the wounds. You just take the handful and shove them straight in as the necrotic energy begins to almost crackle inside him. All of the blood flowing through his veins now turning to pitch black as he's...
We got one more. All right, I guess we don't really have to choose for this one, do we? I can't understand you, so I'm just gonna do it. He grabs Uncle Joe's walking cane. You said it was like, Trevor, how did you describe it?
It's a spiky, so he would whittle it. It's a spiky barbed cane.
Perfect. Raggax gets behind him. He's essentially sitting on the bed to where his legs are like dangling above Kilgar's shoulders.
Kilgar, in another lifetime, we could have been real good friends. If I'm honest, I really respected you. You led us with strength. You led us with fierceness. You made us survive. I want to show you how much I love you.
And Raggax takes this barbed cane. He is essentially trapping his neck, and Raggax starts scraping it up his neck to his jaw beneath his nose. He's trying to viciously rip his head off with this cane.
You take that sword, and you take pleasure in this. Back and forth. And it hits the point that the skin beneath his chin begins to rip and peel. As you just... As the skin begins to peel off first, you realize what is going on. You rip it back down, crossing and crushing the muscle that is laid underneath the skin as you come back to the neck, squeeze it tighter, and with one fell motion, rip his head completely off. And there is silence. Silence in death. Silence in this betrayal. But betrayal is pain. But you just feel it. There are facts now. You are alone. You have no one around you. You caused all this suffering. But you still failed her. Look at the lack of love around you. You didn't even do this correctly. You're just another goblin. And that's where we will end this episode.
Holy shit. Oh.
Hey guys, it's Cole, player of the Goblin Cleric Raggax. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to follow us on our socials. Links can be found in the description. Be sure to share us with your friends. We release new episodes every Wednesday on all major podcast sites. See you next time.